guys. It's nighttime. I almost said good morning, but we're gonna do a nighttime routine because I'm actually alone tonight. Hunter actually went out to the Suns game with his friends, so I'm gonna show you guys my nighttime routine. This is like my unwind routine. You guys know I've been talking about this a lot in all my videos, but I've really been trying to prioritize sleep. It was really after my best friend's bachelorette, Katie's bachelorette, I noticed for like all of my friends were just like on a really good routine, and they all do work 9 to 5 jobs, and they're just like on that schedule of waking up pretty early. A lot of my friends will like work out before they go work, or my best friend Katie, she's a Pilates instructor, she wakes up really early to go work out and instruct, and then all of them were going to bed really early, and they just like barely drank coffee, had a lot of energy, and I just really looked up to all of them on the trip, and it kind of just like sparked my inspiration to get serious about working on my relaxation and like my nighttime routine. And I feel like ever since I started focusing on it and I've started sleeping so much more, having less caffeine, unwinding at night, recharging, I genuinely feel like it has just changed like everything. Like I feel happier, I feel healthier every single day, I have more energy, less sugar cravings, my skin feels better, I feel more confident, I feel like I'm in a better mood. Like there's just so many things that obviously relate to your sleep. So that's what today's video is. I haven't done a fall one yet, and I don't want it to get to the winter time and be like, oh shoot, I never filmed a fall nighttime routine. So that's what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna cook dinner and all that stuff. It's only like 5 o'clock. It just looks a lot later because it's so dark out. I am gonna start the night with cleaning the dishes. I just put the dishes away. I want to pour myself a nice drink, and I need to get these dishes done because I cooked a lot today. And I hate having dishes in the sink before I start cooking and stuff. One of the first things I do every night is give Coco a dental chew. Shake. Oh, yes, other paw. Yes, good girl. Those ones are for buck bones. I'll link them down below. They're really good. They're actually Lily and Andy's parents' company, but I'm lighting myself this candle just to kind of set the vibe. This is from Target. It's a soy candle. I try to only do soy candles just because it can be toxic to ingest like a lot of like the perfumey ones. But now I'm gonna pour myself a glass of something. We don't have Olipop, so we'll see. I usually pour myself an Olipop every night, but we actually don't have any right now. So I'm gonna make myself a mocktail. This is just coconut water, and then I'm gonna do a splash of orange juice. It's kind of like a hydration mimosa, but obviously no alcohol in it. I don't drink alcohol. If I did, I'd maybe pour myself wine. I used to do that, but I personally just don't drink. If you guys are new to my page, I stopped drinking a couple of years ago. It just honestly doesn't agree with me. Like I would have the worst hangovers even if I just had a little bit, and it just, there was no point to it. I've never really enjoyed being drunk, and even though I do really like wine, like I like the taste of wine, I like the vibe, and like getting a glass of wine at dinner, it just was not worth the hangovers. And the only pro is like the fact that I enjoyed like learning about wine and tasting it, but I can still do fun things like that and like have the experience of pouring myself a nice drink without drinking. So anyway, let's try this. Yum. The best. I need to figure out what I want to make for dinner, but first I always like to play some ambiance music or like a YouTube video at night. I love watching just my comfort YouTubers like Gretchen, Sydney Adams. I love watching Alexis Sparks, Michelle Reed. I have so many favorite people that I watch. It kind of just depends what mood I'm in, or I'll put on like a movie, or I'll honestly just put the ambiance piano jazz channel and like cook dinner, and I feel like that honestly is so relaxing to me. And then usually if Hunter's here, that's like after dinner is when we would like watch a show together, but when I'm cooking dinner or like cleaning up the house and stuff, that's when I like to play like jazz music and wind down. I honestly don't know where a remote is. I need to find it so I can show you guys my favorite one, and I'm gonna link it down below because if you've never cooked to jazz music, it's an experience you absolutely need to. Okay, I had to pause it because obviously I can't play the music that's on this on my YouTube video or I'll get taken down. But I know that this is AI, but something about it makes me feel cozy. It's like literally a random coffee shop, but I just love it, and they have so many different options. I'll just pick whichever one. I do wish that we had the frame TV and could like have a pretty background or whatever, but this is the closest thing I can get. So I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna figure out what we're gonna have for dinner, and then I'll check back in with you guys in a second. Okay, we have our dinner going. I'm trying to talk over the air fryer, but we have some cilantro and green onions put on top of the ramen. I'm gonna use half of this kettle and fire bone broth and then half chicken broth, just because too much bone broth can upset my stomach, and I want to do a bone broth ramen on the side, just a couple ramen. So I have some ramen noodles going in there, and then in here I have some broccoli and also some cod. This is just frozen cod from Whole Foods, and then this is the broccolini that I got from Sprouts the other day in my vlog. And I just put a really yummy sauce. You guys saw that on top. So this only has like 5 or 10 more minutes left. I'm so excited. It smells so good. And this is a meal that Hunter would not eat because he hates fish. So I feel like that's my excuse to make it. I always have to make enough for leftovers because then tomorrow's so much easier. So I usually just serve it out of these meal prep containers, and then whatever we eat is already in a meal prep container, which makes cleaning up so much easier. So I'm gonna transfer all of it into here. There won't be any fish left over, but that's okay. They're like single serving packages. Look how yummy that looks. Okay, dinner's done. I honestly am probably gonna go on my phone for a little bit. One, I want to FaceTime my mom. I FaceTime my mom every single night. Not only does it help me mentally, but also it's probably the best time of day for them. And I don't know, sometimes it's like easy to forget. Even when I lived in a different state, like we'd go days without talking, but my life is significantly better when I FaceTime her every single night. Hi! You're hanging out with us too. I love you. But the other part of the night is I usually will kind of round up everything that I want to post for the day. I usually will like post everything after dinner. So if I want to post like something that I ate that night, or if I filmed a TikTok, which I filmed a TikTok tonight, I'm gonna post a recipe, and I just like to edit them, and then I usually won't post them until the next day, just because it gets really late, like on TikTok. But I will post my stories for the night, so that's what I'm gonna do right now. And honestly, just go scroll my phone for a little, because that's my nighttime routine. Look at this TikTok I made Hunter film before he left for the Suns game. We've been trying to figure out if we're gonna do a choreographed dance for our first dance. Just like learn how to dance a little bit before our wedding, just so that we're not like standing up there tripping over each other's feet. Even though I do think that's also cute, so that's why we're trying to decide. But I found this TikTok trend. I keep having him try different TikTok dance trends for first dances because I keep seeing them on TikTok, so I keep looking them up, so I turn the music off. But this was our one tonight before he left. I actually liked it. We did not execute it right, but we might have to do that at the wedding. Okay, let's go do some skincare. I know I said that I wanted to put out the new rug. We have the thing that goes under the rug, and then we have the huge rug, but I tried moving it aside and it's so heavy that I genuinely don't think I can do it. And also I have no energy right now, so I don't know why I thought I'd have the energy. But I woke up at 6:30 today and had my workout this morning. It's a Monday right now, and you guys know my Mondays are like pretty busy in my opinion of busy. It's usually just a lot of editing because I post my podcast on Wednesdays and a YouTube video, which means if I'm working with a brand, they're due on Mondays always. So I got all of that done today, did my workout. We lifted so heavy today. I'm not somebody that lifts very heavy, but we've been working our way up, Maura and I think I lifted like 235 on the barbell today, which is honestly a lot for me because, like I said, I've just always been like a dumbbell person and I just don't really love to lift heavy, but it is nice for glute day to really go heavier. So it's been a couple of months working our way up. And I feel like we also did like very high rep today, so I'm honestly exhausted. I want to go take a shower and do some self-care, so that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'll show you guys the products I've been using at nighttime. I would typically drink tea, but I feel like because I had that warm soup tonight, I don't really feel like tea, and I'm having my ice cream right now, so I'm gonna finish up my ice cream. We're gonna go do our skincare, and hopefully by then Hunter will be home because I'm getting kind of bored without him. Really quickly, actually, before I get in the shower and do some self-care, I want to talk about the sponsor of today's video, which is Squarespace. If you guys have never heard of Squarespace, they're an all-in-one platform that helps you build, design, and create a website. I've actually had my website with them for over 2 years, and that's the website that I'm using to launch my second guide, which I'm super excited about. So I always like to bring them to you in case you're someone like me that either sells a product, a PDF, or you have some sort of merch. I also did merch with Squarespace. The best thing about Squarespace is that it's beginner friendly, so you actually go in and pick your template, and then you can go in and change whatever you want. You can make it your aesthetic with the colors, with the text. You can place everything where you want it. You can add a comment section, a newsletter. You can have a shop page on there, which is really nice if you do have a product. So I always like to share it with you guys. If you guys do want to check them out, you guys can use my code and you'll actually get 10% off and you'll get a 30-day free trial. Now I'm going to take a shower. Thank you so much, Squarespace, for sponsoring today's video. Guys, I'm using an SD card that's so old, and it's our Arizona apartment from like 3 years ago, and I'm just deleting clips. Aw, it's funny because I'm like literally doing the exact same thing in those clips as I am now. But anyway, I'm cleaning because when our house looks a mess, I honestly just feel like guilty if I'm not cleaning the house. I don't know why. It's like we don't live in a college house, so I need to make sure it's nice. And so does Hunter. But I need to do some self-care, so I'll be right back. Okay, if it looks a little bit different, it's because we actually just got to our trip. We're in La Jolla right now, and I'm editing this vlog to get it up today, and I realized that the last clips of me doing my self-care went away, but it's honestly fine because when I was doing my self-care, Coco was like going crazy and barking, and it was freaking me out. Like I got really scared that night, and I don't know why, I just like don't like to be in the house alone at nighttime, and Hunter and I usually are together at night, so I'm just like not used to it. So it's probably a good thing. So I was just like anxious, honestly, and like Coco kept barking. But I don't know what happened in those clips, so unfortunately I'm just gonna have to finish the video off here. I was showing you guys my self-care. If you are new to my channel and you haven't seen it, it honestly has not changed in the past year to 2 years. I just exfoliate at night, but I do every other night, and I use the Dr. Dennis Gross Peel Pads. And then I just go in with a moisturizer or some sort of just like hydrating serum. I usually do the luxury face oil from Drunk Elephant at night because I use my moisturizer in the morning, which I also use the Drunk Elephant, or I'll use the Shawnee Jardin. I also like to gua sha, but usually I gua sha in the morning. But I'm a very simple person when it comes to self-care products. I don't really like to put a lot of different things on my skin, and I also don't like to try out a lot of new things. Also, if you can't tell, I'm a little bit sick. And I feel like the air in San Diego, because we're on our trip in San Diego right now, it's like not helping because it's like really moist here and it's just different from Arizona. So I typically get like a stuffy nose anyway when I travel, and then on top of it, it's like really cold this weekend and we've been walking places. So yeah, I'm not feeling the best, but we are having a lot of fun. I am vlogging this trip, so you guys will see that. But thank you guys so much for watching. I feel like the nighttime routine is honestly one of the biggest parts of my life because it's similar to my morning routine where I just do habits that make me feel good, that keep like every single day constant. So I hope you guys got some inspo from today's video, or even if you didn't get inspo, it was just fun to hang out with me because we might do complete opposite things, and maybe you read at night, or maybe you, I don't know, like to take a bath or something like that. But I feel like that's the beauty of wellness, is that everybody can be a little bit different, which is actually a very healthy thing. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next vlog. Bye.